Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Mahomes now on first down.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down the 47-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And they nearly spun him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And it's 3rd and 4.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This pass complete to Melton.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, gun. 11.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He gets this to Davante Adams.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are able to move back in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He's able to find Melton.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Adams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here we go. 11.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes going to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That is caught. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Garoppolo now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Here's knowing that play call came in their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still... Fourth down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and
1. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
Here's Pacheco once again.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 4-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
George Karlaftis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To the 43-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
They'll set up to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And it's complete to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second down and 4.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Pacheco.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, I have atmosphere then.
I remember a coach in a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
This is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half. That has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.